What if I told you the US government once ran a secret project where ordinary people were unknowingly drawn into experiments that changed their minds and lives forever? A project so mysterious that even today, most of the truth remains hidden. This is the story of MK Ultra, America's darkest secret. In the early 1950s, the Cold War had America living in constant fear. The CIA believed that the Soviet Union and China were experimenting with mind control. If America didn't act first, they thought, they could lose the war before it even began. So in 1953, the CIA launched a secret program known as MK Ultra. Its goal? To explore ways of influencing the human mind. Over the next 2 decades, the CIA funded more than 149 sub-projects under the MK Ultra umbrella. Universities, hospitals, prisons, and even safe houses were used as testing grounds. The disturbing part is that most of the people involved had no idea what was happening to them. They were misled, recruited under false pretenses, or simply placed into experiments without full understanding. The methods were unsettling. Powerful substances were quietly introduced to people to see how it would affect their thoughts and behavior. Some were given extreme doses until they lost their sense of reality. Participants suffered hallucinations, confusion, and long-term mental changes. Others were subjected to sensory deprivation, locked in dark rooms for days or placed in isolation tanks where silence and emptiness slowly broke their minds. There were even experiments with sleep deprivation, where people were kept awake for days on end. Their bodies weakened, their thoughts fragmented, and paranoia took over. Hypnosis was used to see if false memories could be implanted, or if real ones could be erased. Electroshock therapy was pushed far beyond normal limits to try and break people's resistance. One of the most chilling stories was that of Frank Olson, a government scientist working within the program. In 1953, without his knowledge, Olson was given a heavy dose of a powerful substance. Soon after, his behavior changed. He grew paranoid, confused, and deeply disturbed. Just days later, Olson fell from the 13th floor of a New York City hotel. The official story claimed it was an accident, but his family and later investigators believed he had been silenced because he knew too much. The program ran in the shadows for nearly 20 years. But in 1973, when the Watergate scandal put pressure on intelligence agencies, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered all MK Ultra files destroyed. Thousands of documents, possibly the only complete evidence, were lost forever. By accident, a small cache of documents survived. In 1975, the US Senate launched an investigation, and the shocking truth finally came out. At least 80 institutions had been involved. Hundreds, perhaps thousands of Americans had been experimented on without their consent. Many were left changed for life. Some families never received answers. Even today, the full truth of MK Ultra remains buried. Historians call it one of the darkest and most disturbing chapters in American history, a reminder of how fear can push a government to sacrifice morality in the name of control. And the scariest part? If so much of the evidence was destroyed, how much do we still not know?